Khan's death was confirmed by officials of Miyot Hospital, where he was admitted for pneumonia and was treated with ventilator support. Vijayakanth has been ill and kept a low profile for the past 4 to 5 years, and his wife Premlata formally took over the reins of the DMDK on December 14th as she was declared the General Secretary at the party meet in Chennai. Vijayakanth has been ill and kept a low profile for the past 4 to 5 years, and his wife Premlata formally took over the reins to take over the current situation in the party, which has been facing a downward slide. Prime Minister Modi and Congress leader Rahul Gandhi tweeted their condolences. There was an earlier statement from the party that Vijayakanth had been tested positive for COVID. However, the hospital authorities say that the statement was made before the results of the second set of samples had come in. The actor had been suffering from pneumonia, due to which he was admitted to the hospital. He has been battling several health issues as well before he was in fact taken today. We had the Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin visiting the residence of Vijayakanth at his Chennai residence there to meet with the families and to express the condolences of the Tamil Nadu government as well. M.K. Stalin has said that the funeral of Vijayakanth will have state honours. Vijayakanth will be laid to rest with state honours, and he has also expressed condolences to the family of Vijayakanth. Hundreds of fans have in fact gathered at the location, and many of them have reminiscence of the 80s hero, who was also a person who had played to the gallery when it came to the roles of how a middle class person would in fact battle with the authorities, and also had several police roles also that was carried out, and he later went into politics. The 80s trio, Kamal Haasan, Vijayakanth as well as Rajinikanth, and one of the first 80s trio to jump into politics, especially immediately with the DMDK. Meanwhile, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has gone ahead and tweeted and expressed his condolences. He has said that he's extremely saddened by the passing away of Thiru Vijayakanth, a legend of the Tamil world, and his charismatic performances captured the hearts of millions. As a political leader, he was deeply committed to public service, leaving a lasting impact on Tamil Nadu's political landscape. His passing away leaves void that will be hard to fill. He was close friend and fondly recall my interactions with him. There was an instance in which Vijayakanth did meet the Prime Minister along with his party followers as well. So that particular instance being remembered by Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Vijayakanth is said to have in fact been one of those 80s trios who tried to experiment on the lines of politicians who came from the film field, the last successful one being Jayalalitha, who headed the AIADMK. He had his best performance, especially garnering almost 10% of the votes during an alliance with the AIADMK. Later it is said that there was a fallout between him and Jayalalitha. Rahul Gandhi also tweeted, he said that deeply saddened by the demise of DMDK founder Thiru Vijayakanth, his contributions to cinema and politics have left an indelible mark on the hearts of millions. My heartfelt condolences on the matter is what he said. My heartfelt condolences to his family and fans during the difficult times. On the show, we are joined in by KV Lakshmana, who is a senior journalist, who will be in fact joining us in a short while. Lakshmana in fact joins us right away. KV Lakshmana, what is the kind of legacy that you will find when a person like Vijayakanth leaves back? Because from the 80s trio, you have Vijayakanth, Rajinikanth as well as Kamal Haasan. Well, two of them kind of trying to enter politics, yet not decided. One tried to enter, but not that kind of success. But then someone was ready to take the risk, and Vijayakanth took that risk. Do you think he leaves behind a legacy where probably there is fading of stars-led political careers?
We can easily say that Vijayakanth is the last of the stars who made politics a worthwhile profession for themselves. Like Rajinikanth made a lot of noise, but he got scared at the last minute. Kamal Haasan tried and failed. But see, Kamal Haasan, there's a difference between Vijayakanth and Kamal Haasan or even Rajinikanth. Although both the superstars are more popular than Vijayakanth, but it must be remembered that Vijayakanth himself had fashioned himself on MGR. And I think everyone in Tamil Nadu knows that he is called the Karippu MGR. And the films he chose, I mean, his entire, all through his film career also, he was engaged in public service, philanthropy, as well as he had political ambitions, which he nurtured over the period and also developed a constituency of his own, which helped him. And the regional party he formed, he was bold enough to enter politics, and over a period of time, he built up a 10% support across Tamil Nadu, which fetched him good dividends when he teamed up with Jayalalitha. But once that broke, then slowly, his political appeal across the state kind of diminished. But yes, the kind of support he managed to draw for himself and the party he built single-handedly, he does leave behind a legacy, and there is a space, I think, in Tamil Nadu politics, but we don't know as of now who is going to fill it up.
So, what is this particular space that he leaves? Because he also called his party as part, like, the Murpokka Dravida Karagam. So, it is a Dravidian space that we are looking at.
Yes, Dravidian space, and he was talking for the particular caste groups he was engaged with, and he was wanting justice and opportunities for them all, which are somewhat left behind even within the Dravidian space. So that it remains to be seen which of the Dravidian parties can hope to lay claim to that part of the vote group, or whether his wife does get into the space he vacated.
I think the future of DMDK will be difficult if without a Vijayakanth to in fact steer it.
Yes, there you're right. I mean, it is unfortunate for the party, but yes, the two Dravidian forces that are there in Tamil Nadu are bound to make a big play, and DMK, by virtue of being in the ruling situation, may be able to make a big play for this particular vote bank and strengthen itself in the upcoming parliament elections as well.
Well, when we look at how DMDK has gone on, it's only time it has benefited itself is twice they tried to go without an alliance in the elections, and later with AIDMK it's when it actually benefited in trying to move forward. But Vijayakanth was actually trying to become that third pillar within the Dravidian politics, wasn't it?
Yes, but you're rightly said, as I also had mentioned in the past, that he benefited immensely from the alliance with AIDMK. And the moment it broke up, then he kind of withered away within Tamil Nadu.
Was it, fondly known as captain and other things, was it that Vijayakanth couldn't make the kind of inroads that, you expected MGR or Jayalalitha to have? Was it that he actually overestimated himself when it came to his ability to penetrate? Because the first time when he went without an alliance, the DMDK contested all 262 seats.
He had a 5% vote percentage.
They had that 5% vote as well. But it's only with the AIDMK alliance they were able to gain 10% of the share. But he was in fact aiming at the CM's chair, wasn't it, when he first started it off?
But it is, he was competing against the two of the biggest iconic Dravidian leaders in Tamil Nadu. One was Karunanidhi and Jayalalitha. So there, I think in comparison, he kind of pales. But yes, he had an ideology. He was slowly building up his party. But it was clearly not enough to acquire such a pan-Tamil Nadu, pan-caste presence, which an established cadre-based parties like both the AIDMK and DMK, which are offshoots of the same Dravidian party. So a third force in Tamil Nadu, as of now, even today, it may be an iffy. It's still, Tamil Nadu continues to be a two-horse race, although at the moment, BJP does appear to be posing somewhat of a challenge to both the Dravidian parties.
So what is the kind of legacy that you think, lasting legacy that he leaves? Is it more that he'll be remembered from filmdom or rather for politics?
In both, I guess, both. I mean, he was a different kind of a hero who was darker in comparison to MGR, and also he fashioned himself on MGR. To that extent, maybe he was always paying a homage to the MGR. So at best, I think still he would be known as the Karuppu MGR. I mean, having all the positive qualities of MGR, he imbibed in himself and tried to fashion himself on that model, welfare politics, and then standing for the downtrodden and the oppressed.
Well, one interesting question that I have got to ask you is this, that what made the 80s grand heroes actually be hesitant towards entering politics, whether it was Rajinikanth or Kamal Haasan, and what made, Vijayakanth actually enter politics but did not taste that kind of success that an MGR or a Jayalalitha could taste? What stopped the 80s hero from actually having that pan-Tamil Nadu kind of a presence, and what stopped them from entering politics in the way their predecessors like MGR could have entered? What worked for MGR that did not work for these people?
You had the biggest brands of Tamil Nadu politics. He was trying to dislodge both of them, which was not possible, realistically. So, which is why when he sided with AIDMK, he gained. But at the same time, it must be said that there were celebrations in AIDMK headquarters when the party managed to sign up Vijayakanth. So he was a key, he held that crucial 5 to 6% vote bank, which helped AIDMK's Rainbow Coalition to put it across DMK. Otherwise, even AIDMK would have found it difficult to challenge DMK in its the kind of strength it had at that time in 2006.
Also, one significant factor is that there was an attempt to also register his presence completely, but that did not happen. There was also a low-profile effort after the resounding defeat in the last 5 years the party also did not see much of Vijayakanth. Health was something that was also affecting him. So do you think that
Yeah.
also affected the DMDK in a lot of places politically?
Absolutely, because in a personality-driven politics and the small regional parties are personality-driven, so the fortunes of the personality, whether political fortunes or are closely interlinked with his own personal well-being. So the moment he was unable to make, I think last public appearance, we don't even remember when he made it. So that kind of affects the party, and that is why I would like to see what happens to this vote bank that he nurtured.
Also, this particular vote bank that he had nurtured, we will speak about it. Was he actually fighting against already established players? Like you had smaller parties like VCK or PMK, and already who have taken up that particular space. So he was only trying to eat up through those spaces of these parties that resulted in him actually being kind of constrained to that. Do you think that also could have
Yeah,
been one of the reasons?
in Tamil Nadu, if you are from a film background, it helps you in politics. So, to that extent, he used that strength to grow. But obviously, when facing in giants in Tamil Nadu, clearly his mass appeal was not big enough to subsume those popularity or influence of a Karnanidhi or a Jaya Lalita. So, yes, there was a segment of population that was tired of both AIDMK and DMK, but clearly his efforts were not enough to make a vast difference. But yes, the people whom he sided with, he gave distinct advantage to that alliance.
Well, since we were speaking about the one small Dravidian space also opening up just ahead of the elections, the general elections that is coming in, do you think that DMDK can actually use its current leadership in any effective way for that particular aspect of politics, where they expect some sympathy out of this event and probably keep themselves going, or is it that they would be swallowed away by the larger two DMK parties? If that,
Uh,
what could be the reality on that front?
Unfortunately, I have to tend to agree with your suggestive question that there is a danger that either of the two bigger Dravidian parties could make a big play for this vote bank and we could see the party withering away. It's unfortunate for that party, but yes, that is how it seems as of now. But it all depends on how Madam, his wife, likes to take it up from here.
Well, also then, with regards to the legacy that he leaves, do you think that there are, from the 90s and in fact the 2000s, certain actors who've been trying to test political waters, and we were talking about some of the recent superstars as well. Do you think that they will be now hesitant with the political legacy of Vijayakanth, of actually trying to test political waters again with their popularity? Because it looks like there's an increasing kind of a distinction between a political figure and an entertainment figure coming into Tamil Nadu consciousness of the people. Do you think that is happening right now, which could in fact probably say that this could be one of those last leaders who would come from the silver screen to the political arena?
Yes, I mean, it's so very nice that you asked this question. I had been maintaining it for the last 5 to 10 years, 5 years or more, that the days of a film star becoming a political star were kind of limited even in a film city, state like Tamil Nadu or an Andhra Pradesh. Those days are over, and also we must see the conditions in which the say an NTR in Andhra or a Jayalalitha or an MGR or Karnataka came up. See, all through their filmy careers, they were uh, they were connected with politics indirectly maybe and directly also into philanthropy and lot of activities. Whereas the current crop of stars who have exhibited some ambitions into politics, like say a Rajinikanth, he's been fully occupied with his films. And whenever I heard there is a talk about Rajnikant coming into politics, it somehow coincided with a new film release of his. I'm not accusing anything, but yes, it kind of coincided. I spent some time in Tamil Nadu, and whenever there was in the media, there was a hype about Rajnikant coming into politics and all. So then, I mean, I used to distinctively ask the Tamil media colleagues, "Is there a new film of Rajnikant coming up?" I mean, such was my experience. So I don't want to make an allegation, but yes, and even a superstar like Kamala Hassan, all through his acting life, he was not bothered about people and politics. So you cannot just enter politics, which is a full-time profession, just because you're popular in some area. That doesn't automatically, nowadays, with so much of awareness that is already there politically, also Tamil Nadu is very aware, and people don't vote. I mean, they weigh in a lot of factors before voting. Rajnikant may still be the demigod of the silver screen, and even otherwise. But I dare not to think that he will be a
Right.
super success in politics also. Because if he was, I think he also knows this. That's why he probably backtracked at the probably last minute.
Well, thank you, K.V. Lakshmana, for in fact joining us and giving us those details. Of course, Vijayakanth, one of the very prominent Tamil actors who went into politics, is no more with us. Probably the legacy of the politicians coming from the silver screen and dominating the politics of Tamil Nadu could end with him. But of course, in the future, who could in fact predict? But Vijayakanth leaves a lasting legacy. With that as a wrap on the show, stay tuned to News 9 for more news and updates.